I've been wanting to make a choreographed music video for as long as I can remember now, but I didn't want to rush it and I wanted it to be the right context and the right song. When Dance With Anybody rolled around, I was like, this is it. And I just want to chat about my process to prep for a music video. As I'm executive producing this, I want to have a vision. I can clearly communicate that to the team, right? Because if I'm being wishy-washy steering the ship, it's going to be sloppy. You guys know me, we want excellence. So the first thing that I want to do is build a mood board and get inspired. Before I'm talking to anyone or picking a team, I want to be inspired and have kind of a vision on what's going to be the feel, what's the ambiance, color palette, dynamics, what is the visual energy that I want to translate here. You can actually see that difference in my music video from last year, Love Run Wild, which was very pastel, outdoors, soft palette. For Dance With Anybody, it's a whole 180. Like I wanted it darker, metallic, urban feel, kind of underground, more of a nighttime feel, as opposed to Love Run Wild is more daytime. Actually, one of my pro tips that I love to do kind of in post-prod when we're doing editing is watch the music video without any audio and make sure that just the visuals can speak for itself. For this, I was inspired by Katy Perry, When I'm Gone, Zara Larsson, her darker aesthetic for Can't Tame Her, Elevator, the metallics, kind of the movement, the wet hair, Rita Ora, Dua Lipa. Once I'm beginning to have a vision and clarity, I think about team. Of course, stay flexible, but I would really suggest being really clear with yourself on what is a non-negotiable and what is negotiable. What are the ideas that you absolutely want to have, regardless if anyone thinks it's like stupid or the team try to talk you out of it, you're like, no, this has to happen. And on the contrary, like what is open to discussion? What is open to brainstorming and feedback? I actually do select a team that can challenge my ideas, brainstorm with me, and like bounce ideas back and forth. That is how I am creatively stimulated. But in my experience, it is essential that you come prepared. You do your homework, you kind of know where you're going. In terms of team, I knew I was going to need support for the dance and the choreo. I've been dancing my entire life. It was actually my dream before being a musician. I thought I was going to be a ballerina. I'm doing ballet since I was 3 years old. I love musical theater, so I got into jazz, tap, contemporary, heels, etc. But I wanted a professional to come with me and kind of scaffold me. I love being able to bounce ideas off of someone else. So I reached out to Michelle. She's been my dance teacher for probably like the past 4 years. We started having meetups in like November, kind of brainstorming choreography ideas, November, December. I came with like some moves that I really wanted to do. For example, kind of like the bass line that goes, I really wanted like a body roll. That, on the ad lib that goes, ooh. I really wanted kind of the hoops for the arm, like little accents that I thought were going to be really cool on the music. Things that I bring to her and kind of we brainstorm together and we like integrate it into the choreo. In January, February, we held what we call skeleton crew. So that's when dancers come in, can test out formations and group, open rehearsal for anyone who like wants to be a part of it. And it also helps us see if our ideas are feasible, if we need to like change the choreo to like fit a certain shape. Who do we want to cast and what is going to fit in terms of the space and the movement that we do. Meanwhile, I was also discussing with videography teams and kind of pitching them my idea, have my little pitch deck, had my little mood board, pitching them what I want to do, how we're going to execute it in terms of team and crew and lighting and location, what's feasible. Once we had the dancers cast, had rehearsal, place everyone, make sure we're all set for our shot list and that our schedule for the day, because by the time shoot day comes, it is going to be crazy. It is going to be the wild, wild west. You ain't going to have time for anything full day. So you want to be hella organized before that day comes. And we ended up shooting the first weekend of April. That's kind of the timeline. It is tremendous work from start to finish. I would not recommend it for the faint of heart. It's that whole nuance and balance in like creative direction where you have to be kind of steady in your vision and keep the course, but also simultaneously stay fluid and flexible because ideas change, things pop up, you have obstacles and you have to adjust. So I hope that kind of gives you a timeline of the whole pre-production process and how we prep for it. Again, you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I love doing these projects. I love seeing kind of a visual product come from music. And for me, it is kind of like the final step of a song. Hope you enjoyed and I hope that inspires you.